Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about a transmission oil temperature sensor problem, specifically fault code P0711. This code indicates that there's an issue with the sensor itself, or the circuit that it's connected to. We'll be going over the symptoms of this problem, how to diagnose it, and how to fix it. So if you're experiencing any transmission problems, or if you've seen the P0711 code pop up on your scanner, then this video is for you. Let's get started. P0711 is a diagnostic trouble code, DTC, that indicates a problem with the transmission oil temperature sensor. This sensor is responsible for monitoring the temperature of the transmission fluid, which is crucial for maintaining optimal transmission performance and preventing damage. Several factors can contribute to the P0711 code, including malfunctioning transmission temperature sensor. The sensor itself may be faulty and sending inaccurate readings to the transmission control module, TCM. Wiring or connectivity issues. Damaged or loose wiring between the sensor and the TCM can disrupt the signal and trigger the code. Incorrect transmission fluid level. Low or excessive transmission fluid levels can affect the sensor's readings and lead to the P0711 code. Faulty transmission control module, TCM. In rare cases, the TCM itself may be malfunctioning and misinterpreting the sensor's readings. If your vehicle is experiencing the P0711 code, you may notice the following symptoms. Illuminated check engine light. This is the most common symptom, indicating that the TCM has detected a problem with the transmission system. Abnormal transmission behavior. The transmission may shift erratically, slip, or hesitate during acceleration. In severe cases, the transmission may even fail to engage. If you suspect that your vehicle has the P0711 code, it's crucial to have it diagnosed and repaired by a qualified mechanic. The specific repair steps will depend on the underlying cause of the code. However, some common solutions include replacing the faulty transmission temperature sensor, repairing or replacing damaged wiring, adjusting the transmission fluid level, replacing the TCM in rare cases. By addressing the P0711 code promptly, you can prevent further damage to your transmission and ensure its optimal performance. A faulty transmission oil temperature sensor can cause shifting problems. When the sensor malfunctions, the transmission control module, TCM, receives inaccurate information about the oil temperature. This can lead to the TCM shifting gears at the wrong time or not shifting gears at all. If the transmission oil temperature sensor fails, the TCM may not be able to properly regulate the transmission fluid temperature. This can lead to the transmission overheating, which can cause damage to the transmission. To diagnose the P0711 fault code, a mechanic will typically use a scan tool to retrieve the code from the TCM. The mechanic will also inspect the transmission oil temperature sensor and the wiring harness for any damage. There are a few possible solutions for the P0711 code. The most common solution is to replace the transmission oil temperature sensor. This is a relatively inexpensive repair that can be done in a few hours. If the wiring harness is damaged, it will need to be repaired or replaced. This is a more complex repair that may require the assistance of a qualified mechanic. The transmission fluid level should be checked regularly and topped off as needed. Low transmission fluid levels can cause the transmission to overheat, which can damage the sensor. In some cases, the TCM may need to be replaced. This is a more expensive repair, but it may be necessary if the TCM is damaged or malfunctioning. To prevent the P0711 fault code from occurring, it is important to follow these maintenance tips. Check the transmission fluid level regularly and top it off as needed. Have the transmission fluid changed every 30,000 to 60,000 miles. Inspect the transmission oil temperature sensor and wiring harness for any damage. Have the transmission inspected by a qualified mechanic if you experience any shifting problems, or if the transmission is overheating. The P0711 fault code can be caused by a few different problems. However, the most common cause is a faulty transmission oil temperature sensor. By following the tips above, you can help prevent this code from occurring and keep your transmission running smoothly.